So, I've got some news that I just found out about. Apparently, it says here, according to Den of Geek, Kate Mulgrew will be returning to Star Trek. She'll be reprising her role, kind of, as Captain Janeway. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Oh... It says here she'll be playing the Starship's emergency training program, aka a holographic version of Captain Janeway. I had ordered a bus card on the 14th of last month, and I still haven't received it yet, and I was initially quoted 2 weeks to have it arrive.
Oh, there was a big bottle of juice there for me. Yeah, it is. Hey, how you doing?
That was stupid. I ordered a bus card just over a month ago. I ordered the bus card on the 14th last month through my insurance. I just found out today that whoever I spoke with then and whoever I talked to when I called back at the beginning of this month never put it into the system that I ordered a bus pass, even though it's in the system that I called and ordered a bus pass. They never sent it. I just got done eating. I got a few things to pick up out. Gotta pick up some food, gotta pick up something from Target. So, let's see what happens.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace, this time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe? 'Cause it's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home. I'm coming home. We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring, make up for months that we've missed. 'Cause the cold air is calling and my head's recalling the moment that I was convinced. We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring, make up for months that we've missed. 'Cause your lips are calling and my It's been so hard, but no, I wanted to stay. Caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home to you.
Well, I've been home for a little bit. Working on my book. All that stuff. I am a little annoyed right now. What I tried picking up today at Target was, since they have the pharmacy in Target, I tried picking up my new glucometer, since I don't have one anymore. With all the moving around and rearranging everything like that. I had like 3 glucometers because they changed the test strips so often on my insurance that I had. I was able to find one glucometer, but that glucometer has... the batteries have died, I lost all the test strips, and with the new insurance that I have, I don't know... excuse me. I don't know whether... basically, I don't know whether the glucometer I have is covered by insurance. So, what happened is I went to Target to try and pick up a new glucometer and found out they can't bill my insurance, which means I'd have to pay full price for my glucometer, which I'd have to be paying about $125 for part of it today, and then another $70 or $80 in a couple days to get the last little bit of it. And I found out the reason it's not covered is because the insurance that I have, that I switched over to last month, when I said I wanted to cancel one insurance and switch over to a new insurance, new insurance took effect, but apparently the new insurance thinks that my old insurance is still getting billed for it. And apparently my old insurance hasn't been canceled yet. So that kind of explains a lot. It explains why, like, my insurance said all my medication would be completely covered. It explains why I had to pay, granted it was cheap, but it explains why I had to pay about $3.54 for some medication that I had to pick up probably about a week and a half ago. It explains why my glucometer wasn't covered by the current insurance. It explains why my bus card has been taking a while. Why, even though it said I should have received it, even though the person I spoke with told me that I should have received it within 2 weeks, which means I should have received it by the end of the month, last month, and I still haven't received it. The fact that my new insurance thinks my old insurance should still be billed for that explains why I haven't received it yet. Long story short, new insurance switched over, didn't register that I canceled my old insurance, and now my new insurance thinks my old insurance should still be billed for everything, and that's affecting the prices of my prescriptions. That is affecting all the benefits that I get with the insurance. That's why I was spending time on the phone today trying to get my bus card in, because the bus card is covered by my new insurance, but I still haven't received it yet, even though I ordered it July 14th, and they told me 2 weeks. Actually, they said 14 business days, which means 5, 10. I should have received it by Tuesday the 3rd. It is now Monday the 16th. So I called on the 2nd to kind of say, hey, I'm getting kind of worried. I still haven't received my bus card yet. They said it hadn't been shipped out for some reason. They didn't say why. And they said wait basically until the following Monday. So Monday the 9th, and that was last week Monday. I called them again today, and they said my new insurance, when I spoke to them, said they hadn't even sent it out at all, and they had records of me calling in multiple times. They had this, that, and the other, and it just hadn't been sent out. It hadn't been registered that they said that I wanted a new card, but a new card hadn't been registered to me. It hadn't even been sent out. I went to pick up my prescription and found out my new insurance thinks my old insurance still needs to get billed. Kind of a long, roundabout way of explaining the whole situation. But long story short, my new insurance thinks my old insurance should still be billed for everything, and for some reason either my old insurance hasn't been canceled, or my new insurance has been canceled, my old insurance hasn't been canceled, or my old insurance has been canceled and my new insurance thinks that my old insurance is... I'm not trying to mess with the system here. I'm trying to do everything. They have records of me canceling my old insurance and switching to a new insurance. It just didn't register correctly for some reason. And now it's messing with everything. And it's annoying. It's fun adulting stuff. Yay! But I'm sitting here just trying to get everything all taken care of. When I was out, I filmed basically what you just saw. Prior to me sitting down and talking. I tried doing the whole picking up the glucometer, which is basically how me being a diabetic, it's how I test my blood sugar to make sure everything's in range. That didn't work. I went to pick up some food at Trader Joe's and came back and started working on my book right away after I ate. So gotta love the fun adulting stuff. Gotta love being an adult and not having things work out and having to fight tooth and nail to get basic stuff. Granted, with what's going on today and what's going on in my life is a heck of a lot easier than what supposedly what it was, you know, however long ago, even 20, 30 years ago. Things have changed a little bit. So, I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I've got to make a few more phone calls to my insurance. And maybe possibly picking up some more food, because I only picked up the pizza today. But I am kind of running low on food in my fridge and cupboard. Granted, my freezer is still full of like frozen ground beef and frozen hot dogs and that kind of stuff. But that only lasts for so long. I could make like a box of spaghetti. Excuse me. Like, I could put it... I know I used to live a while ago back when I was working 2 jobs. I used to prepare for like a week at a time. I used to make like 2 boxes, like I used to prepare like 2 boxes of pizza, or not the. What am I saying? My head brain not work. I used to make 2 boxes of spaghetti, put in some ground beef and some pasta sauce, and a few veggies, and that was, you know, cheap. That would last me, you know, I could basically divide it up and just carry around like 1 Tupperware container full of food. Like, fill each Tupperware container up and do like 7 different Tupperware containers and grab 1 Tupperware container a day. And have the 1 Tupperware thing last me all day, and then I used to do that. But I just haven't in years. Back when I was in the shelter, this was about almost 3 years ago now. Like, I'm only a couple of months, like a month or 2 shy of 3 years now. But still, they used to serve, you know, most of what they served for dinner was pasta. I used to get a full, like, heaping pile of pasta on my, like, 1 meal a day. And it used to be like a big heaping pile of pasta. Not the healthiest, but it did what it was supposed to. So, anyway, long story short, tomorrow I've got a few more phone calls. I've got a doctor's appointment. And eventually I need to work on looking for an alarm clock. There's a certain type of alarm clock that I want that may or may not be more difficult to find than when I got the last one I have that broke down probably about a year ago. Because the alarm clock that I had, it was a radio alarm clock with a CD player in it. I had it work great. I had that one for probably what, 10 years? Then I became homeless. It sat in not being used in a storage unit that wasn't climate controlled. So it went through about 3 winters worth of cold weather. And then lasted, so it was about 10 years or so in my possession. I became homeless for about 5 years. Spent about 4.5, 5 years in a storage unit that wasn't climate controlled, and then it lasted me basically up until about this time last year. Great alarm clock. I gotta find another one like it. I would say I'm gonna go to Radio Shack, but they haven't been around for years. There used to be a Radio Shack in an area that I like to go shopping, but like I said, Radio Shack hasn't been around for about, what, 10, 15 years? Maybe a little longer? So, tomorrow's phone calls, tomorrow's my doctor's appointment. And then, at some point in the future, I gotta try and find a CD player radio alarm clock. Actually, you know what? Since I'm here on the computer, I can look it up now. Well, the first things that showed up were things from like Kohl's and Amazon for about 35 bucks. Up to Bose Wave music system for 300. I'm vlogging here. Shut your motorcycle off. Anyway, so a Memorex CD clock radio for 35, or the Bose Wave music system for 300. But there is a Victrola thing for 80. The last time I heard about Victrola was still a company that was a precursor to Motorola. And they made record players that you could put in cars. I didn't realize they were still around making stuff. On that note, I did find a CD player alarm clock with a radio on it for 36 bucks at Target. That seems to be the cheapest price that I found. And let's see here. It's got a 3.0 rating over 293 votes on what I'm assuming is Target. Or there's two different 5-star rate, or two different ratings. First one's 3.0 star average over 293 ratings. The other one, it says 4.9 out of 5 out of 2,000 store reviews. So I kind of, wondered. I think this is funny. For the 4.9 out of 5, I don't know if I'm doing it differently than the way they did, or if they're just trying to do stuff to try and boost the rating. But for that 4.9 out of 5, I figured it out on my own, and I got 4.49 stars out of 5 for one of the ratings, which means they're trying to buff up the ratings to make it appear better, or I did it wrong. One of the two. Either way, I think I may or may not get that one. So, let's see what the price is when I go out and get it. Assuming they have it in store, that is.